You better listen to daddy. You know what I mean? But anyways, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like Beezy, man. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Whatever his name is, whatever that first class Maury 23 name is, you're not a real Laker fan, you know what I mean? So please stop, you know what I mean, trying to portray that you part of the gang, because I ain't gonna lie, gang them don't even talk like that. You know what I mean? You speaking like one of the ops. You feel me? But anyways, we got one Michael Jordan fan versus 10 LeBron James fans. Oh, God. You know what I mean? LeBron James fans is probably the worst fans in history. You know what I mean? When it comes to them, every other, like I said, my favorite player is Kobe Bryant. You know, one thing about us Kobe fans, man, we can, like I said, for me, I'm not even a fan of anybody but Kobe, man. I'm a fan of Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? He's the only person I'm a fan of that was a part, Jesus Christ, God, Jesus Christ, and then Kobe Bryant. No, then myself and then Kobe Bryant. You feel me? But Kobe, man, was just a special person. You know, matter of fact, Kobe was the reason I became a Laker near. You know what I mean? If y'all want to know the history of why I became a Laker near, that right there, that's the reason I became a Laker near. And, you know, one thing about us, you know what I mean? We can accept if you even put LeBron number one and you put Michael Jordan, I want to be like Mike. You could put Mike, you know what I'm saying, at number one, and we're not going to get mad at that. Michael Jordan fans, you could put LeBron James at one, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them ain't going to get mad at it. You got some of them going to get mad at that. But the thing is, when it comes to LeBron James fans, they just think like what they say is just the truth. Like what they say, oh yeah, he the GOAT. That mean like that he just the GOAT. Like they think like, yeah, he's just the GOAT. I promise you, before I start this video, I promise you the first thing they're gonna bring up is stats. I'm gonna tell y'all, that's all LeBron James fans go. That's why he's the GOAT in their eyes. Because of stats. When it comes to winning, that mother effer don't win a dang thing. That mother effer, when it comes to winning, I thought that's what makes the GOAT, winning. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to winning, bro, get his head beat in. But they ignore that. You know what I'm saying? They ignore the head beatings. They ignore the four and sixes. They go straight to them stats. Like that mother effer ain't played the most seasons out of any superstar. Like that just don't matter. It took you how long to surpass Kobe? It took you how long to surpass? I wanna be like Mike. You feel me? Bro, you playing 23 years. You finna go into your 24th season. You acting like this don't matter. Larry Bird played 12 seasons. It's magic, you know, never believe it's not so. My boy Magic only played, what, 13 to 12 seasons? I wanna be like Mike. Mike only played 14 seasons. You know what I mean? And Kobe only played 20 to 21 seasons, one of those. Motherfucker played 23 seasons. The first thing you're gonna bring up is stats. Motherfucker, you gonna have the most stats. Because the motherfucker playing the most. And he playing in the most sorriest era of all time. But we ain't gonna talk about them beatdowns he getting. He just got his head beat down this year. Got his head beat down last year. That boy be getting beatings. But you don't want to talk about that though. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how he played with the most Hall of Famers ever. I'm telling you. Look. I'm telling y'all right now. Their only debate is going to be points. The only debate going to be stats. That's the first thing they're going to bring up, bro, when it comes to stats.
Michael Jordan is still the ultimate winner.
Couldn't even beat a bunch of cartoons without Bill Murray.
What about Space Jams 2?
LeBron James willed his team to win.
LeBron is a choke artist.
What was Jordan doing before Pippen?
LeBron had more help.
What was LeBron? There we go. Like it's like LeBron James fans be so delusional. It's like they really think this mother effer do it on his own. They really think that this mother effer doing on his own. It be funny. Like they love trying to say, well, what would your team, would they win without LeBron? Would LeBron win without Kyrie Irving? You know what I'm saying? If like you think he winning in Cleveland without Kyrie Irving? You know what I'm saying? He tried and lost every time. Whether if it was Golden State Warriors, what if it was when he took them to the San Antonio, he tried. He just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? What if you ain't have Ray Allen? Do you have that ring? You know, I watched that game like live. If Ray Allen don't make that three, do you win? No, you do not. If Kyrie Irving don't shoot that three, do you win? No. So them 2 rings that you got saved, my brother, but they love. Like I said, LeBron is my top 5, bro. But let's stop acting like he be the reason why mother effers be winning. Even in 2020, if AD don't hit that shot, do you win?
He's the greatest athlete this earth has ever seen.
I am a
see what I'm saying?
diehard Michael Jordan fan here to take on these 10 LeBron James fans.
Bro, Kyrie was like that before LeBron even came. On my mama, bro. You know what I'm saying? On my mama. Kyrie was like that before LeBron even came. Kyrie team was just straight garbage, bro. What are you talking about? And Kyrie went to the finals without LeBron, bro. What are you saying?
I have 5 claims for you today, and each one will be hotter than the last. Before we get into it, though, big shout out to Threads. Make sure to follow how
Hey, look,
MJ
I don't care.
was the ultimate winner, and LeBron is not.
If we're talking about
Say it again. Hold on, what?
Threads to keep the convo going. My first claim today, MJ was the ultimate winner, and LeBron is not.
if we're talking about like who the bigger winner is, right? We do have to also acknowledge that there are things outside of what happened on the basketball court that makes LeBron James a better winner because Michael Jordan retired. So Michael Jordan retired twice, right? The first time he retired, he went to go play baseball and sucked playing baseball. Then he became an owner of the Charlotte Hornets and they sucked for forever, right?
Also
so we're going to pull in like what he represents as the brand of basketball, right? Then the things that Michael Jordan did off the basketball court, the things that Michael Jordan did as the owner, the one that makes the decision.
Hey, bro, you got to understand, my boy. Like, if we're speaking about off the court, LeBron James don't even hold Michael Jordan's nuts when it comes to off the court. So please let's stop talking about off the court. You know what I'm saying? Because the man's logo is everywhere. I want to know, what is LeBron's logo? Bro, the man got his own brand. You talking about owner, bro? Don't give a dang about owner, bro. This man got his own brand, bro. You know, Nike, Adidas, Jordan. What his brand is? But you got football players wearing Jordan, bro. That man logo is everywhere. What his logo is? What that motherfucker logo is? You know what I'm saying? What is this? That's your logo? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you ain't got a freaking brand. That's how you know that motherfucker the GOAT. Like I said, my GOAT to Kobe, but we can say LeBron, we can say Mike or Kobe. You know what I mean? But, bro, that motherfucker got his own brand, bro. You know he gotta be the GOAT, bro.
The thing that a lot of you Jordans fans complain about LeBron doing, because he sits in the back and he picks who comes where. Well, at least he's building teams that's winning championships.
My claim is Michael Jordan's the ultimate.
You say he's building teams that's winning championships? What are you talking about? And we're talking, bro, my man's, whatever your name is, Chocolate Drop, bro, what are you, see what I'm saying? There we go, LeBron. Look at this, bro.
Owner, the one that makes the decision. The thing that a lot of you Jordans fans complain about LeBron doing, because he sits in the back and he picks who comes where. Well, at least he's building teams that's winning championships.
We're talking about playing, bro. What are you talking about, bro? First of all, Dwayne Wade was already at the Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade already won the ring before he even got there. What are you talking about? Know what I mean? And the thing is, we built him that championship team in 2020. If anything, LeBron James, Lee 41, got rid of the 2020 team, if you want to be exact. You know what I'm saying? He got rid of, and matter of fact, Lee 41 wanted to fire Eric Spoelstra. Oh, my mama. You know what I'm saying? So they love trying to be like on something like, oh man, LeBron James never had a head coach. Because you, mother effer, you never stayed in one place, mother effer. That's why you ain't never had one coach. We built you the best roster, and what you did, you broke it down. You wanted Carmelo Anthony and you wanted Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Elite GM?
My claim is Michael Jordan's the ultimate winner.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm talking about on the basketball court.
Sure.
You're basically saying he stunk at baseball.
He did.
And was bad at being an owner.
Did he stink at baseball?
He's
We're not talking about baseball, bro. We're talking about basketball, bro.
the ultimate NBA winner. Is that what you're telling me? I just want to make sure.
Well, you didn't say NBA winner, you said winner.
Okay.
Did he
Winner.
suck at baseball?
So what did
Motherfucker, we're talking about winner. We're talking about basketball. You know, Chocolate Drop, you know what he's talking about.
NBA winner? Is that what you're telling me? I just want to make sure.
Well, you didn't say NBA winner, you said winner.
Okay.
Did he suck at baseball?
So what did? Okay. So
What are you talking about?
For sure.
Okay. When Michael Jordan was an owner,
Right.
were the Charlotte Hornets.
Bro, we're talking about baseball, Chocolate Drop.
He's the ultimate winner of all of these things that
All right.
exist.
Well,
in
let's
the
talk
reality.
about then the fact that he won a collegiate national championship. Let's talk about
college.
Fair.
His NASCAR team just won.
LeBron plays
He was a great winner in high school, and he got picked number one overall out of high school.
LeBron James played international basketball, and he has 2 bronze medals. Michael Jordan never lost a single game in international play. Is 30-0. Is 4 gold medals.
Wait, last I checked, Michael Jordan was on the team with Charles Barkley and
LeBron James on the team with Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Oh, you see what I be talking about? There they go. But motherfucker, that boy had the greatest. Not only did he play with the most Hall of Famers, that motherfucker had the greatest USA team ever assembled. If it wasn't for Steph Curry, that motherfucker would have got silver. You know what I'm saying? Silver. We all know Steph Curry was the MVP. Come on now. We all know Steph Curry, the reason they won that. Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Let's keep it real. We know Steph Curry, the reason they won it.
And he played.
Please stop.
You know what?
Bro saying cap. Steph Curry wasn't the reason they won that game. Bro said cap. Are you freaking stupid? Bro said Curry not the reason they won that Olympic game. Whatever one for Curry, but y'all went straight home. But what the freak? Well, Curry literally the reason y'all won. What the freak is you talking about, bro?
Michael Jordan's gold medals came by any chance?
Talk to me.
One of them came in 1984 when.
Here we go, y'all. We talking about 40 years old. Here we go, chat. Here we go. They're gonna keep up bringing up a 40-year-old Curry, literally 38, still balling. Here we go, talking about freaking 40 years old. Like we asking that mother effer to come back. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, chat.
And it was still collegiate players.
Can't win with LeBron
fans. Jordan's been on with all kinds of great players. LeBron's been on those same teams with all these great players. And he still has 2 bronze, and Jordan has no bronze. He has 4 golds and not 1 single loss.
Can we both agree that the discrepancy between U.S. basketball and international basketball then and now is much different?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so then what are we talking about? If the talent overseas...
But you all lost against...
4 and 6 in the finals.
Michael Jordan's never stepped foot on a basketball court with a player that can shoot the ball as well as Steph Curry has. He's never seen a basketball player as gifted as a scorer and as unique as a guy like Kevin Durant. So
Larry Bird, he's definitely half, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Definitely half, my guy.
Here and splice the 6-0 and the 4-6, but let's also remember that Michael Jordan doesn't retire the first time in 2 years. He's not winning those 2 championships, so he could be 6-2.
You don't know what he's doing.
On top of that, if Steve Kerr doesn't hit a shot in whatever game that was, they won a series that way, right? Michael Jordan comes back, they lost in the second round of the playoffs. So we're talking about being a winner. He's 1-9 before Scottie Pippen arrived to Chicago. So how much winning really?
I'm not talking. Hold on. You want to take away a Steve Kerr hit a shot championship? LeBron James was down 3-2 and down 5 points in an elimination game when Ray Allen saved his.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, this junk, but y'all is some hypocrite. Like what LeBron James fan, it be so funny, bro. Like they love saying that. I'm like, bro, if Ray Allen hit that 3, you do not win, bro. Like, I'll be like, these Bron fans be so stupid. I'm like, it's like they so hypocrites. They be some hypocrite. They don't even be understand. You talking about he got saved, motherfucker? You got saved so many times. That's what I'm saying. When you got saved so many, motherfucker, I literally seen Ray Allen save your. He talking about LeBron averaged 30 in that series. Motherfucker, we ain't talking about bro averaging 30. We talking about bro losing. That's the first look. That's where they go. LeBron averaged 30. Look at him. LeBron averaged 30. Motherfucker, we talking about Ray Allen hitting that last shot. F him averaging 30, because I promise you, if Ray Allen didn't hit that last shot, I promise you that motherfucker wouldn't won. I don't give a damn if he was averaging 50. That motherfucker wouldn't want if Ray Allen hit that shot. Point blank, period. Thank Chris Bosh and thank Ray Allen.
In that game, I didn't take that away.
LeBron James is also responsible for the greatest playoff run you've ever seen in your lifetime.
I didn't take that away. So I'm giving LeBron credit for his
playoff run than 3-1 in the finals.
And by the way, and speaking of that, there was a suspension and multiple injuries that we have to sort out. But I'm not taking that away either. Hold on. He's got 4. Jordan's got 6.
He does.
LeBron's lost 6 times. Jordan's never lost. Listen. If he's in one singular moment where he can just flex his all-time greatness, as you would say the GOAT, don't you think then we can count that against him if he loses in those moments? Would you not agree with that?
Sure, but also in these moments when LeBron James has flexed his all-time greatness, how many times in those moments has he failed?
Plenty.
Bro, 20. Oh my God, don't let me bring up the Mavericks. Oh my God. Bro, don't let me bring up the freaking Dallas Mavericks. The barbecues, how Dirk literally freaking effed you up, bust your head open. Dirk literally switched the booty on you. Making fun of Dirk and all that. Dirk came and switched the booty on you. And you played terrible in that series. Like I said, we just gonna keep it real, LeBron, bro. Like I said, you my top 5, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you one of my GOATs, bro. But when we talk about I wanna be like Mike. When we start talking about them, then we gotta start debating about your greatness. You know what I mean? I'll never put you out my top 5. You will always be in my top 5, my brother. You are one of my GOATs. You know what I mean? But once you start climbing up that ladder, once you start saying GOAT, that's when I gotta get on your heels. You know what I'm saying? That's when when you start saying one, then that's when I gotta start say something. But if you start saying, oh yeah, Bron top 5 and top 5, I ain't gonna argue with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But once you start talking about Mike and Kobe and Larry and Magic, you know, that's when I start getting a little heated.
Season, he was fresh off of back-to-back league MVPs.
Hey, whatever your name is, Bron is top 5 in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So shut the freak up, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I say he's top 5 in my opinion, I said it's my opinion. So whatever your name is, Top Chef J, don't you ever challenge. Look me in my eyes when I'm talking to you, please. Sit your butt down and listen to me when I'm talking to you. And look me in my eyes when I'm talking to you like a little good boy you is. Top Chef J, if you're new around here, you better not ever challenge my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about it, bro. It's my opinion. So if I said it's Bron top 5, guess what? They ain't never gonna change.
He was in his 8th season. He was fresh off of back-to-back league MVPs. He again recruited a top 3 player to play with him in Dwayne Wade from the year before.
Dwayne Wade, if he went to
They went to each other, whatever.
Sure.
And people say Bosh top 10, top 15. I'm not talking that idiocy, but he's top 20. He was top 20. So a top 3 and a top 20 player in a series against one All-Star in Dirk Nowitzki.
And look, 2011 sucked. 2011 was is a massive black
exactly
on his
stain on anyone's legacy.
It's
ever.
not.
Yes, it is, my guy. You had a way better team than Dirk Nowitzki, and you didn't show up in the finals. Mike always showed up in the finals. Kobe always showed up in the finals. Larry always showed up in the finals. Magic always showed up in the finals. Ain't one time that Kobe and them ain't show up in the finals. Tell me, please. The number 1 option, the 2-time MVP, was BJ in the finals. Terrible in the finals. But you can't name them. You can't name them. You can't name when Mike was bad in the finals. Name when Mike bad was in the finals. Name it. The man was terrible in the finals. Mike and Kobe and Larry and Magic, never. You know what I'm saying? Never was terrible.
Wade averaged 27 points on 55% in that series. Chris Bosh was averaging 19 and 7. And LeBron James was the 3rd leading scorer on his own team. He then also got outscored in that series by Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry, who was coming off the bench and played 70 fewer minutes than LeBron James. They were up 2-1, the Miami Heat. They were up 9 in the 4th quarter.
And Kobe struggled against the Pistons.
3-1 in that series.
Yeah, that's false.
And they lost that game 86-83.
I promise you Kobe wasn't the 3rd leading scorer I can promise you Kobe wasn't the 3rd leading scorer. I can promise you Kobe wouldn't have got outplayed by Jason Terry. I can promise you that. You know what I mean? So whatever your name is, please stop it. Stop. You know what I mean?
In that game, LeBron James played more minutes than anybody, 45 minutes, 3 of 11 shooting, 8 points in 45 minutes for a back-to-back league MVP in his 8th season. This is your GOAT. This is your all-time winner.
I'm not going to sit here and try to make it seem like...
Do you need more concrete examples?
I am not going to sit here trying to make it seem like the 2011 finals is a good thing.
Can you give me an instance of Jordan failing in that spectacular of a level?
I think being forced to retire after...
I was forced to retire.
He had a gambling problem.
Yeah. Okay, that's not him getting his head beat in. I think his dad got killed because of that. I ain't gonna lie. I think his dad got killed because of that, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's a you know what I'm saying, conspiracy theory, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, he had a gambling problem, but he didn't get his head beat in. That's what he wasn't getting his head beat in, bro. You know what I mean? You talking about he was forced to a chocolate drop. You pissing me off, chocolate drop. You know what I'm saying? You making it seem like he's forced. Like he wasn't forced, you know what I mean, to go into retirement. He just retired, bro.
Jordan failing in that spectacular of a level.
I think being forced to retire after
wasn't forced to retire.
How was he forced to retire?
He had a gambling problem.
Hey?
What are we talking about? He had a gambling problem.
What they got to do with...
And they got him out of there. And if Michael Jordan were playing, I will give you this. If Michael Jordan were playing basketball in the 2020s when gambling is loved all over the place, he would have been forced to retire. Here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and spin the 2011 finals for you. That sucked. It was really, really bad. I watched with my dad. I cried. It wasn't good. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. But what I am saying to you is LeBron James, to be able to be who he is, to live up to the expectations that he had to live up to, coming out of Akron, Ohio, being drafted #1 overall. Who's the greatest Game 7 performer any sport in your lifetime?
This guy's bringing up Game 7s.
Who is
Jordan
it?
never even played a Game sevens. That's how great he was. He never played one single game 7 in the NBA Finals because he's too good.
What was Jordan doing before?
He just cooked you right now. That boy couldn't say nothing right now.
Jordan never even played in game 7s. That's how great he was. He never played in one single game 7 in the NBA Finals because he's too good.
What was Jordan doing before Pippen? He wasn't winning championships.
What was LeBron doing before Kyrie Irving? You know what I'm saying? What was Bron doing before Dwayne Wade, man? You know what I'm saying? What was Bron doing before, what was he doing? Getting his head beat in? You know what I mean? What was, like you love trying to say it, like LeBron just, what was LeBron doing before he got help? Because Mike ain't just, look, Mike ain't just, you know what I'm saying, what's the name, bro? Mike ain't just, you feel me, start off the rip having help. Just to let you know that. He ain't just have help. You know what I'm saying? But what was LeBron doing before Wade? Name a series, name a time Bron won by himself. Can't name a time Bron won by himself. You know what I'm saying? Name a time Bron won by himself. Name a time Bron won without help. Oh my God, he took the sorry Cleveland team to the finals and got his head beat the freak in by the San Antonio Spurs. Ain't stand a dang chance. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason he went that far, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, but the only reason he went that far, bro, because he was in the Eastern Conference. If we really want to be real, y'all, you know what I mean? Would LeBron really have 4 rings if he was in the Western Conference? We ain't gonna act like the Eastern Conference wasn't always weak when LeBron was in the East. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all knew LeBron was coming out the East. When Jordan was in the East was hard. When Kobe was in the East, not Kobe in the East. When Kobe was in the West was hard. When Bird was in the East was hard. When Magic was in the West was hard. One thing about the GOATs, man, when they was in the conference, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron, you play who? LeBronto? You playing Toronto, DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry? You know what I'm saying? That's it. Come on, man.
Chips?
How many All-Stars?
Play the Celtics. You play the Celtics with the Miami Heat. You feel me? But come on.
He played with before Scottie Pippen.
He was on me.
None. We're talking about what did Jordan do once he got one serviceable All-Star on his team? That's what we're talking about.
He had more than serviceable.
Fine, but LeBron had 2 perennial All-Stars in Miami. He had 2 perennial All-Stars in Cleveland, and he had a top 5 player in Anthony Davis when he won in LA. So to say that, oh, Jordan just couldn't win without Pippen, well, he just didn't have anybody else. LeBron couldn't win at all with anybody else.
In
fact, he needed 2 All-Stars.
Who did LeBron have in 07?
Well, more All-Stars, hold on, more All-Stars than Jordan. Ilgauskas made All-Stars. Mo Williams. It's more than
Mo Williams.
All right, okay. Well, you asked me who did he have. You asked me who he had. Yeah. More All-Stars than Michael Jordan had.
Hey, Mo Williams was like that, boy. I ain't saying that Mo Williams just like Mo Williams, bro, wasn't that bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Mo Williams wasn't like just a Mo Williams, bro. Mo Williams was like that back then, boy.
Scottie Pippen came in the NBA and he averaged 8 points and 14 points his first 2 years. Wasn't
just said name All-Star. He just named All-Star.
That was the first year he was classified All-Star. In that year, in 89-90, Michael Jordan went to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Detroit Pistons. In that series, Michael Jordan averaged 32, 7, and 6 in that series. His all-star Scottie Pippen averaged 16 in that series. And then in Game 7, Michael Jordan had 31, 9, and 8 in Game 7. Scottie Pippen in 45 minutes, 2 points. So Jordan lost when he got his first one-time All-Star. He lost that ECF in 7. The Pistons went on, easily won the championship that year. Then the next season after that, as Pippen finally ascended to All-Star, Jordan won 6 of the next 7 NBA championships.
What did LeBron have in 2018 when he dragged that team?
Did he win?
That 2018 team. We're talking they
got swept.
Jeff Green
built the booty.
Jordan never faced a team. We'll get to this later. Jordan never faced a team anywhere near as good as the 2018 Warriors or any of those Warriors teams.
This is the fallacy of you people. And when I say you people, I mean LeBron jock sniffers and bootlickers. That's what I mean. You're bringing up a year where he didn't even win. You're bringing up a year he got swept in the finals.
And you brought up the conference finals, and you didn't discredit Jordan for. You brought up the conference finals look at these stat lines.
You can take that. You can count it against him because he didn't win that year. Whatever. But what did Jordan do otherwise? 6 championships in the next 7 years. What did LeBron do after 2018?
Yeah, and
gallivanting all over the NBA.
Oh, yo, this man is getting cooked, bro. That man on his shirt right there, that's a different type of discussion, bro. I'm telling you. Like I said, bro, only LeBron James fans, I'm going to keep it real with you. I've heard more people say LeBron is not the GOAT than he is. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real with you. The only people that I hear saying LeBron James is a GOAT is LeBron James fans. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you, bro. You feel me? It's either Mike, you know what I'm saying? Kobe in that conversation. You know what I mean? But I hear more people saying LeBron is not the GOAT than he is the GOAT. You know what I mean? Top 5, top 3 for sure. But GOATs? Heck no.
2 All-Stars, the top 5 players.
Bro said Kobe had Shaq. Who else he had? You know what I'm saying? Kobe had Shaq. You know what I mean? Kobe still was averaging close to 30 points. You know what I'm saying? And Shaq had Dwayne Wade. Matter of fact, the little thick cupcake. Let me tell you about the thick cupcake Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody keep overrating Shaq. Like I said, Shaq is a dog. Don't get me wrong, but Shaq did play with Penny Hardaway, who was a top 3 shooting guard at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, y'all really know sports. So please, I could be on this debate show all day. So please shut your mouth if you ever try to speak on Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Shaq played with Penny Hardaway, who was a top 3 shooting guard, made it to the finals with the Magic, got his head beat in. And then after that, he went to come play with the top 3 shooting guard, Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? And then after leaving Kobe Bryant, he went to go play with a top 3 shooting guard, Dwayne Wade. That mother effer right there, it's all his rings. He didn't win the ring with the Magic, You know what I'm saying? He didn't win a ring with the Magic, but he won rings with Kobe and he won rings with Dwayne Wade. In my opinion, Dwayne Wade is literally, you got Michael Jordan, you got Kobe Bryant, you got Dwayne Wade. Literally is the 3rd best shooting guard of all time. And he's better than Allen Iverson. I do not care. I will put Dwayne Wade over Allen Iverson for Sholioli. You know what I mean? If you think that's crazy to say, mother effer, you just don't know basketball. But after you left Dwayne Wade and after you left Kobe, matter of fact, when you left Kobe went to go win 2 more rings with my Los Angeles Lakers with Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum, Derek Fisher, Shannon Brown, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom. He went to go win 2 more rings with you and then won a Finals MVP without you. But then after you left Dwayne Wade, you turned into a freaking rainbow. You know what I mean? You turned into a freaking rainbow. You turned into a thick rainbow. You know why you could not? You know why you could not win another ring? Because you didn't have a top 3 guard carrying you up the court. The only reason your job was easier because you had Kobe Bryant getting half the attention and you had Dwayne Wade getting half the attention. I'm tired of people keep bringing up some dang Shaq like he didn't have the top 3 shooting guards carry him up and down the court. You know what I'm saying? Right when he stopped playing with a top 3 shooting guard, that motherfucker turned to the rainbow. You don't believe me? What you mean he turned into the rainbow? That motherfucker started playing for Cleveland. That motherfucker went to the Phoenix Suns. That motherfucker went to the Celtics. That motherfucker was, that boy turned into, he fell off after he didn't play with a top 3 shooting guard. He fell off literally. You know what I'm saying? Fell off. And Dwayne Wade went to go win another ring without Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? So who needed who? You feel me? Come on, bro. Kobe won 2 more without Shaq. Shaq only won 1 more, and he won that with Dwayne Wade, bro.
The year, so
keep talking about freaking, you know what I'm saying? Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was a very limited superstar. In my opinion, I would take Hakeem Olajuwon over Shaquille O'Neal. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Hakeem Olajuwon got 2. Hakeem Olajuwon is a better all-around center than Shaquille O'Neal. And Hakeem Olajuwon not only he cooked Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Shaquille O'Neal ain't got more skill than Hakeem Olajuwon. That's just point blank, period. Hakeem Olajuwon ain't have no Kobe Bryant, and he still got 2 rings with the Houston Rockets.
2 perennial All-Stars to win his first 3 rings.
I just cooked you, mother effers. I'm saying, bro, hey, look, if you a casual, bro, don't talk to me, bro, about that jump,
Look at
bro.
Anthony Davis. So LeBron had 2 perennial All-Stars to win his first 3 rings.
Hey, look, unlike you, I go back and it's a such thing called YouTube. Say I've never seen them play. Unlike you, I go back and actually watch the all-time greats. Unlike you, my boy, it's literally on YouTube. You got full games. You can go back on YouTube. YouTube is literally like a museum. So I ain't have to watch them. I actually go back and watch the all-time greats. Unlike you, that just watch now game. You know what I'm saying? But you think you know about basketball, but you only watch now. You know what I mean? You don't even go back and watch Hakeem Olajuwon. You don't even go back and watch Larry Bird. You don't even go back and watch Magic Johnson. You know what I mean? You only worry about now. That's why you a casual. That's why when I say Larry Bird better than Kevin Durant, what? How? Larry Bird better than LeBron James? What? Do you know Larry Bird is the only 3 consecutive MVP winner? You know what I mean? Do you know Larry Bird got 3 titles, 3 MVPs in a span of 12 seasons? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I say Magic Johnson better than Larry, when I say Magic Johnson, a multiple-time MVP winner, a multiple-time 5-time champion, Magic Johnson better than LeBron James. What? That motherfucker a multiple-time MVP winner with 5 rings. That motherfucker won a ring in his rookie year and he played center.
4th and final.
You better start, bro. You better start going back looking at these greats, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying? Go back and start looking at these great ones, bro. Stop paying attention to now basketball, bro. I promise you, boy. Got a lot of them boys that was like that back then.
With Anthony Davis that year.
You heard him, y'all. Larry Bird not even top 5. What are we talking about? Motherfucker don't know nothing about Larry Bird talking like that. I promise you, he ain't never ever seen Larry Bird. He'll never ever go back and watch Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? Never.
Anthony Davis led the Lakers in points and rebounds in the regular season. He led them in scoring in the playoffs.
Say it again, bro, because LeBron James fans be acting like this man LeBron used to carry us like, oh, without LeBron James, y'all wouldn't win nowhere. Bro, without AD, we wouldn't win nowhere either. Talk about it, bro. Talk about it. Tell these LeBron James fans how it was, bro.
2 All-Stars, the top 5 player. Like, look at Anthony Davis. The year, so LeBron had 2 perennial All-Stars to win his first 3 rings. His 4th and final ring with Anthony Davis that year, Anthony Davis led the Lakers in points and rebounds in the regular season. He led them in scoring in the playoffs, win shares in the playoffs. He also was All-NBA 1, All-NBA Defense 1, DPOY 2, MVP 6.
Thank you, bro. Like, do you know this motherfucker had Anthony Davis, bro? Do you know how good prime Anthony Davis was? Michael Jordan never played with a player like Anthony Davis, was dominant as Anthony Davis. Do you know how good prime Anthony Davis was, bro?
What? He's a top 5 player.
Exactly.
Winner.
He had co-coach. He had Phil Jackson.
And LeBron has
Rodman.
And LeBron has 8 guys that made 17 different All-Star.
He didn't have all those 8 guys at the same
selections
time.
When he played with them. Jordan had 1 guy that made 6 All-Star appearances.
And one of the greatest defenders of all time.
Okay, but I'm just saying LeBron had more help to win less.
The fact that you just brought up the Detroit Pistons game as like a negative for LeBron, they were down by 7 with 3 minutes left. He scored 25 in a row, 29 to 30. He scored all 18 points for a team.
Did I say negative?
He scored all 18 points in overtime. That's one of the most clutch performances of all time. They shouldn't have been. So now we want to discredit the Spurs series because he didn't play well. The team should not have been in that position.
But wait. The Pistons that year, they had essentially the same number of wins. They were the same net rating in terms of net differential.
You want to know why? Because LeBron James was on the team. You want to talk about...
Oh, here we go, y'all.
They were the 3rd rated net defense that year that held the Spurs to 86 points per game in the final.
Well, he was the one scoring 29 out of 30. You want to talk about the Bulls, the ultimate winning machine.
Correct.
That's because they went from 57 wins to 55 wins in 1994 or 93 when Jordan retired for the first time, or retired. Who knows what happened, right? They lost 2 less games. They lost in Game 7 to the Knicks in the second round. That team in the Phantom call in Game 5, the Bulls fans don't like talking about it. That team should have went to the Eastern Conference Finals without Michael Jordan. They had a top 20 player of all time, Scottie Pippen, top 3 MVP, top 3 defensive player of the year, first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense. That was the guy, the greatest coach of all time. Okay. Tony, greatest 6th man of all time.
Okay, I got a question. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this too. Michael Jordan did not start off with Phil Jackson. So, and we stopped. Like, I realize Phil Jackson, but I mean, who was Phil Jackson without Kobe Bryant and without Michael Jordan? Like, let's keep it real, bro. Like, you love trying to say, oh, Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was not the greatest coach of all time before he started coaching Michael Jordan. Please stop it. Like, Phil Jackson wasn't just Phil Jackson when he came and coached Michael Jordan. Stop it, bro. He won them rings with Jordan. And then after winning the rings with Jordan, he came and freaking, what's the name? You know what I'm saying? He came and freaking, and then he went to Kobe Bryant. So please stop it, bro. He went with 2 top 5 players of all time. What are we talking about? Like, that's one thing that these LeBron James fans keep acting like Phil Jackson was just this freaking, this was Phil Jackson. That motherfucker wasn't Phil Jackson when he just came to Mike, bro. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was a regular coach when he went to Michael Jordan, bro. That's what them freaking old LeBron James fans keep talking about, bro. Acting like this motherfucker had all the rings. Yeah, Phil Jackson, man. Had all the rings, man. Phil Jackson was just Phil Jackson. No, MJ and Kobe made Phil Jackson, boy. Phil Jackson was nobody until he came and joined Mike and came and joined MJ. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, what the freak is you talking about, bro? Because you had a Hall of Fame coach. Man, word on the street, bro, you left the Miami Heat because of cookies. Bro, word on the street, bro, you left Miami Heat because of cookies. You know what I'm saying? That's word on the street. I don't know if it's true, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But word on the street, that mother effer, you know what I'm saying, left the Miami Heat because of cookies. You know what I'm saying? You had bro, the only reason you don't have a freaking head coach, bro, because you're always leaving, bro. They keep talking about he never had a freaking head coach because you're always leaving. And these are facts. When I'm speaking about LeBron, it's not an opinion. It's a fact, bro. You're always leaving, bro. A coach always getting fired on your watch. If you would have stayed with Miami, but I promise you, bro, you would have freaking, before you even left Miami, Dwayne Wade said it even himself that he wanted a max contract. Yeah, he had a little knee problems, but I promise you, bro, if you would have stayed with Miami, they just signed Chris Bosh to a max contract before he got the blood clot and whatever. But if you would have stayed in Miami, bro, I promise you, bro, you would have won some more rings, bro. You had Eric Spoelstra, who is literally a Hall of Fame coach. You know what I mean? You had a coach, bro, and you left him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you leave, bro. The difference between Jordan and Kobe, they didn't leave, so of course they're going to have a good head coach because they don't leave. But if you went to the Cleveland Cavaliers, you went to the Los Angeles Lakers, you went to the Miami, you was on 3 different teams, and you possibly finna go to a 4th one.
Coming in.
Hey, I wasn't talking about help. I wasn't talking about supporting cast.
I am.
Hey.
If you do, we certainly can.
Mustache?
LeBron James failed 7 straight years in Cleveland. Couldn't get it done. Fine.
What is failure to you?
He was the league MVP with the best record in the NBA in back-to-back years, and he didn't even make it to the finals.
Because they had Mo Williams. They had Mo Williams and Antoine James. Why do you think they went 66 and 16? Why? Because they had the greatest player of all time.
So let's talk about it then. He couldn't win.
He's not the greatest player of all time.
Failure or not.
He could not win. Flowers for getting to the. It's not all about. So what about the championship? It's not all about winning a championship.
It is all about winning a championship. We're talking about that. That's what we're talking about. Mustache. Hey, why your mustache? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You look like one of them old school Peaky Blinder motherfuckers.
It's not all about. So what about the championship? It's not all about winning a championship.
You sound like Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. There is no failure in sports.
Okay, so we're talking
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Giannis. That was the dumbest thing you ever said. There's no failure in sports. Man, shut your little stupid dang mouth. Talking about no dang failure in sports. Are you dumb? Motherfucker, you failed. What is wrong with you? There's no failure in sports. Michael Jordan, you thought you was deep with that dude, too. And when you look at one of them shorts, they put them little, I can't stand when them little motherfuckers put sad music behind something that's not even sad, bro. It's not even sad, bro. You're not speaking no quotes, bro. You know what I mean? But they try to put that little sad music behind them. That just be pissing me the freak off, bro. Like, you trying to make me feel sad for you, bro. Motherfucker, I don't feel sad for you. You're not Mike. Motherfucker, you getting your head beat in constantly. And you come here talking about it's a failure. It's not a failure. You know what I mean? Typically, you do it's not a failure. Motherfucker, you failed, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get in the boxing and I don't win the world title, I get my head beat in boxing. Motherfucker, I failed. What am I saying? I didn't, it's not a failure. You know what I mean? I didn't fail just because I got my head beaten tonight. I didn't fail. Motherfucker, I got my head knocked off. You know what I mean? I failed, motherfucker.
Ultimate winner. You want to talk?
Let me go and see it right here.
So what about the
championship?
It's not all about winning a championship.
You sound like Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. There is no failure in sports.
Even they had to laugh at that joke. Yeah, you do that joke funny.
About winning a championship.
You sound like Giannis Antetokounmpo right now. There is no failure in sports.
Okay, so
we're talking about the ultimate winner. You want to talk about supporting cast? So let's do it. He couldn't win. Whatever you want to say. He was great in 7 years, but he didn't win a championship. He moves on to Miami. You want to talk about what Scottie Pippen was doing the year Jordan was there?
I do.
Let's talk about Dwayne Wade.
Yo.
Forward the team up. D Wade was All NBA 1.
Okay.
Don't say you sound like Giannis called it straight for no reason.
Okay.
He was second in the NBA that year in PER, BPM.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this. That's what I be saying, y'all. Look. And they keep talking about some Scottie Pippen, bro. They tell me piss me the freak off. Like, Scottie, I realize Scottie too hotty. You know what I mean? I realize Scottie, bro, but bro, stop lying. Keep talking about some Scottie Pippen, bro. Like, okay, bro, I get it, bro. Scottie Pippen was all right, bro. But look. Y'all need to look at it right here to my right. You need to look at my right. You know what I mean? Scottie Pippen. Look at Dwayne Wade and look at Scottie Pippen. Look. Just look at this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I don't understand that, bro. You feel me? Look at this. 20 points per game, 17 points per game. Of course, he's going to have more rebounds, you know what I mean? Because he's bigger than Dwayne Wade. Assists per game and assists per game. Almost amount even. But look, bro.
And win share.
Okay.
Second only to LeBron James. Hold on. And he was MVP 5 the year before that. He was MVP 3.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade was a top 3 player in the NBA. Then, hold on, they recruited Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
What did Chris Bosh do that year? 24 and 11. He was 4th in PER, 18th in BPM, 19th in VORP, and 20th.
Bro said, nah, don't do them stats don't mean everything. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, are you stupid? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking? I think you should invest in a new one. What are you talking about? My mic sound very clear, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Get your little weird self on, bro. Ain't gonna lie to you. I watch all my videos, bro. I got a Blue Yeti microphone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, an expensive microphone, bro. To freak out my dang face talking about I need a new mic. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Stop talking to me, cuz. Real talk, cuz.
And hold on, they recruited Chris Bosh. Yeah. What did Chris Bosh do that year? 24-11. He was 4th in PER.
Yeah. Bro said no to headset. Yeah. Bro, shut the freak up, bro.
And 20th in win share. Top 20 player in the NBA.
Why were
I can hear very clearly, bro.
Team in basketball when Michael Jordan left.
Why did LeBron have to bring in two top 15 players on every team?
Oh, let me see.
20th in win share, top 20 player in the NBA.
Why were the Bulls still a top 5 team in basketball when Michael Jordan left?
Why did LeBron have to bring in two top 15 players on every team?
Who? No, they didn't.
Yes, he did.
Dwayne Wade. Why did Chris Bosh have 10 points in that game?
Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love?
He hasn't answered the question.
Anthony Davis?
Yeah, they're great players. Have you watched the NBA? Players? You need like 4 All-Stars to make the playoffs now. I mean, have you seen how good the NBA is right now?
We'll get into the competition. Don't worry. Dwayne Wade in the years before was a better player than Scottie Pippen.
Before.
But he was.
That word carries a lot of weight.
You are talking about Scottie Pippen when Jordan's not in the league. So I'm talking about Dwayne Wade before he joined with LeBron James.
But you can't mix up the timelines.
All those things Scottie Pippen did was when Jordan was playing baseball.
Yeah, when he was striking out more than getting hits. That would have shaved Double-A baseball. People act like he batted 190.
You got
it's single A.
You got me.
Jordan. My cousin did better than that.
You got me. Jordan was not a great baseball player.
How many championships did Bill Russell win?
11.
Could be good. Okay. Yeah. How many did Robert Horry win?
7, I believe.
Okay. 11 and 7 are greater than 6. Yes,
for sure.
He cannot be the greatest winner of all time if there's players with more championships than him.
Bro, please stop. You brought up some Robert Horry, bro. Like, bro, stop, bro. Stop bringing up some dang Robert Horry. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bill Russell, they didn't even have a 3-point line. Like, that's why we don't talk about Bill Russell, because we're talking about players with 3-point lines. And if we want to talk about rings, that person that you're talking about, LeBron James, he's nowhere in there. He can just get out of there. You know what I'm saying? We'll put Kareem over him. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, we could put Bill Russell over him. We could put some guys over him too. You want to talk about freaking rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? So please, because he's not in top 5 when we talking about rings. He ain't in the top 5 at all. You know what I mean? So if you want to bring up rings, so let's not bring up rings when it comes to discussion, when it comes to your GOAT, because your GOAT only got 4 rings. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to bring up that, so please, let's not do that now. You know what I mean? Let's not do that just to discredit Jordan, because we can really talk about it, though. If you want to really talk about it, because LeBron won't be in top 5 if you talking about some rings. You know what I'm saying? Because freaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 6-time freaking NBA champion. You know, multiple-time MVP winner. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, Kareem got more MVPs than LeBron James, if I'm not mistaken.
Off of that alone.
Yeah.
Also, LeBron James is 4 and 6. Okay. Michael Jordan, 6 and 0 in the finals.
Yeah. What you saying, bro? What's the point?
That's a better record.
Let's do some simple addition. 4 plus 6 equals
10.
6 plus 0 equals
6.
So in order for him to go to 10 finals, he had to have one more than Michael Jordan did, because Michael Jordan only went to 6 finals. So
y'all see this? He had the one more than what Michael Jordan. Look, career NBA playoff records. LeBron James 188 to 114. 62%. Michael Jordan, you know what I mean, 119 to 66%. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see that? You know what I'm saying? So you see what I'm saying? That's all we care about is rings. Now, when it comes to LeBron James, rings don't matter no more. Rings literally matter. I don't care what nobody say. What you play for rings. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? But when it comes to LeBron James, rings don't matter no more because he's not the ultimate winner. Rings don't matter, but stats do? Stats matter? Stats matter, but rings don't. Make it make sense, chat. Stats matter, but rings don't. I literally seen LeBron James get mad at Austin Reeves because he wanted, you know what I mean, to get a triple-double. You know what I'm saying? He literally wanted to get triple. You don't believe me? I want y'all to go type in LeBron James gets mad at Austin Reeves for not passing him the ball. You know what I mean? Bro got mad because Austin Reeves wasn't passing the ball to get a triple-double. Your king is literally stat pattern. But all you do is bring up stats. But yeah, stats matter, but rings don't matter. LeBron James fans is funny as heck, bro. The first thing you do is bring up stats when it comes to him. But when we bring up rings, rings don't matter, but you want us to hear about stats. What matter more, rings or stats?
Winning doesn't start in the finals. Winning starts game 1 out of 82. So then to get to the playoffs, now I got to win 16 more to win the
Bro, we literally, whatever your name is, Boondocks, you know what I mean, Riley, you know what I mean, we literally seeing the record, bro. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't win more, you know what I'm saying, than LeBron James. So it's like you're just talking, because we literally looking right here, Jordan is 66% in the NBA playoffs. You know, LeBron James 62%. So you're really just lying, Boondocks.
Michael Jordan only went to 6 finals, so winning doesn't start in the finals. Winning starts game 1 out of 82. So then to get to the playoffs, now I got to win 16 more to win the championship, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm winning more games than you have won because I went to 10 straight finals.
There's a lot to unpack there. Can I start, or are you still going? Okay, first of all, Bill Russell. There were anywhere between 8 to 14 teams league-wide back in the day when Bill Russell was doing what he was doing. Hold on. He also played at the peak of that run. He had 6 to 8 other Hall of Famers on the court with him.
Absolutely.
So, again, Jordan, not even a single All-Star till the 89-90 season. He came in the NBA in 84.
Cool.
Okay, finally, Bill Russell.
We live, Simpson. We live.
3rd to 6th leading scorer on those teams. See,
bro said only 6. Bro had 6 Hall of Famers on the court. Oh my God.
And yes, Bill Russell is arguably the greatest individual defender, but Michael Jordan also has 8 top 6 defensive player of the year finishes, 9 first team defensive selections.
Sure.
So he is still an elite defender in his own right, while leading the NBA, not just his teams in scoring, leading the NBA in scoring every year and in the playoffs every year substantially by a lot. 33.5 points per game in the postseason. Only one other player in basketball history is in the 30-point per game range in the playoffs. Luka Doncic, 30, still 3 points behind Michael Jordan. So by far, look, no disrespect to Bill Russell. I have Bill Russell higher on my all-time list than LeBron James. He is an elite all-time player.
But you put him over Jordan? That's blasphemous. But you put him over Jordan? Bro, there's people that got Bill Russell over, but you put him over Jordan, though. So you can talk about that when it comes to Jordan, but when it comes to LeBron, it's blasphemous. When it comes to LeBron, it's blasphemous, but when it comes to Jordan, then we got to talk about, like, but Jordan literally has got everything better than LeBron other than the stats. So when it comes to Jordan, you want us to hear about it, but when it comes to LeBron, it's blasphemous. It's a 6-time NBA champion to a 4-time NBA champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we talk about? What are we talking about here, bro?
But Michael Jordan is still the ultimate winner, because once he got one single All-Star in his peak,
right?
He won 6 out of 7. He repeated twice.
Okay.
Like, to me, and the fact that he was the best player on offense by far and the best player at his position defensively by far in the NBA over that span of time. To me, the pull that he had, the ask that he had, the things he had to do, the responsibilities on those teams outweigh what you're talking about with Bill Russell, and they certainly damn sure with Robert Horry.
I'm just saying, we talk about winning, right? We talk about winning.
But yes, but there's context. There's context.
There's also context to what you're saying about, okay, so there's 8 to 10 teams or whatever in the NBA, right? So now we're devaluing the competition that Bill Russell had to play with. We can do the same thing for Michael Jordan. There's nobody hitting a step back 3 when Michael Jordan was winning his championships. Allen Iverson hit Michael Jordan with a crossover. He almost fell out his shoes. What are we talking about? If Michael Jordan had to go see James Harden, if Michael Jordan had to...
Jason Tatum literally dunked on LeBron James' head. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen Michael Jordan get his head dunked on. Jason Tatum literally dunked on LeBron James' head and didn't freaking hit him right in the chest. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather get crossed over than get my head dunked on. You know what I'm saying? Literally pounded, literally, boo, and then bumped him on the chest. You know what I mean? Frick is you talking about, gang? And you got dropped by KD. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really understand it. Oh, he got shook out of his shoes. Well, I'd rather get shaked out my shoes than get freaking slaughtered on my head.
Go see Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving. He would be looking like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what's going on.
Bro, you just compared Damian Lillard to Allen Iverson, bro? Look at your face. You look stupid. You know, you look stupid. Yeah, you just compared Damian Lillard to Allen Iverson? Oh my God. It's like you're trying to force yourself to believe that.
Curry, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving. He was like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what's going on. I've never seen nothing like this. So we can say the same thing we're saying about the era's not as good. The same argument applies. And that would really lead to us coming to the conclusion that LeBron will be better because he's facing better talent. But that's a whole different.
Man, bro said Bron got dunked. Man, bro said MJ got dunked on by Bron at 16. Bro, shut the freak up. I mean, got dunked on about MJ. Man, shut the freak up.
An argument, but I don't see the point.
Look, ultimately, in 6 finals appearances, Michael Jordan was 24-11. That's 69% win percentage. LeBron James was 22-33.
Okay, now let's add all of the rounds that happened
here we go.
Which are wins, which are on his back. He never has gotten carried.
LeBron James was in the easier by far of the 2 conferences, vastly inferior conference in the Eastern Conference.
Go on, ban him. Go on, ban him.
Majority of his career.
Go on, ban him.
We're going to get into this with the competition. We're going to get into this. Yes, but the East was better back when Jordan was playing. Basically, when Jordan retired is when the West took over for this whole century.
How convenient is that?
It is convenient.
How convenient
for LeBron,
yeah.
What happened once LeBron went to the West?
I'm sure.
He was going to all these finals. He went to one final. He went to one.
He won one final and been getting his head beat in. He's literally negative in the Western Conference. You know what I'm saying? Literally negative in the Western Conference. Literally.
To the West.
I'm sure.
He was going to all these finals. He went to one final. He went to one finals. He's been in the West in 8 years. He went to one finals versus 9 finals in 15 years in the East. See the difference?
Been saying that junk, bro. Been saying that junk, bro. Bro came to the West, started getting his head beat in. I promise you, he finna go back to the East. I can promise y'all. He not gonna stay with the Lakers, bro. He not gonna stay with the West. He gonna go right back to the East. How much I want to bet? He finna go back to the East. I'm telling y'all, bro.
He went to one finals versus 9 finals in 15 years in the East. See the difference? Yeah. 9 in 15 years in the East and then 1 in 8 years in the West. So convenient for LeBron.
Prime of life versus aging NBA.
No. LeBron still was hooping, bro, in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Still was hooping with the Lakers. Please stop it, my boy. He still was doing his thing with the Lakers. Please stop it, bro.
Listen, so there's 15 All-NBA players every year.
Yep.
All right? Not specific to conference. 2/3 of the All-NBA designated players over LeBron's 15 years in the East came from the West. 2/3. So the best players, the best teams by far were in the West. That's why he loses every time he gets to the finals against those. Just 6 out of 10.
Not every time.
Because he failed in the clutch time, which substantially hindered.
I literally just say this,
Joe. We can get into it because I've got the numbers. I've got the receipts of how big of a choke artist he is in clutch time in the finals.
It sounds like we're moving the goalposts a little bit.
No, we're not
moving them at all. The guy is a miserable failure in clutch time in the finals. That's why he only has 4 and not 6 or 7.
And that's why Bill Russell has 11 and Robert Horry has 7.
This shit.
Bro ain't say nothing. Bro cooking all you LeBron James fans. Ain't no way you still think he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He said back then the West was nowhere near better than the East. Why you think they stopped doing Western Conference versus Eastern Conference? You know what I'm saying? Why you think they stopped doing Western Conference versus Eastern Conference? Because the Western Conference was beating the East head in so many times. Bro, what are you talking about? The Western, like, what are you talking about, bro? Bro said because it was close. You freaking stupid? Bro, the West always been better than the East. What are you talking about, bro? Bro, biggest competition was Kyle Lowry and freaking DeMar DeRozan.
Michael Jordan faced harder competition than LeBron James.
I did not drive 3.5 hours to listen to this absolute blasphemy. 73-9, the best regular season record of all time.
Ooh.
The best shooter in the planet.
Oh.
My buddy Owen.
Yeah.
Owen 32 when we're down 3-1. Klay Thompson. People don't even want to say things in a post-game presser anymore because Klay Thompson woke the beast. He came out and dominated the best team ever assembled.
Yeah. Don't forget Kyrie Irving.
3-9. Steph Curry was shooting from the parking lot. And
Don't forget Kyrie Irving.
LeBron James willed his team to win.
I mean, there was the little inconvenient thing in that series of Kyrie Irving.
Yo, I just had to keep on saying it, y'all. You know, he went and he went and said it for me, chat. He went and said it for me. You know what I mean? He went and said it for me. I said, don't forget Kyrie Irving. Now, you know how LeBron James fans try to get. They love trying to make it seem like LeBron just won it by himself. Yeah, he just won it by himself. Like LeBron James just, you know what I mean, came in and just, you know, LeBron. Mother had Kyrie Irving dropping down there 40 points. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna talk about LeBron James. That's how LeBron James fans do, bro. They try to make it seem like LeBron is the reason they just win. You know what I'm saying? It's LeBron. You know what I mean? LeBron had Kyrie Irving literally hooping out of his dang mind. But they gonna ignore what Kyrie Irving did and just praise their king. You know what I mean? They're the only fan base that literally tries to downplay somebody else's legacy to uplift LeBron James' legacy, bro. They try to downplay everybody's legacy. You know what I mean? To uplift his legacy.
Outscored Steph Curry, who shot higher percentages than Steph Curry from the free throw line, the three-point line, the field. He averaged more assists than Steph Curry. He had fewer turnovers than Steph Curry. He basically outplayed the unanimous MVP as well that year. The two best players on the floor were LeBron and his teammate, Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving, who had a 45-point game in Game 5 to stave off elimination on the road on 80% true shooting. Now, there's also the suspension.
I'm going to keep it real. I don't think Mike ain't never played with a player like Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Mike ain't never played with a player like Kyrie Irving. Neither did Kobe, bro. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, but a point guard like Kyrie Irving, bro. Having that ball, like imagine what Kobe would have did with Kyrie Irving, bro. Like imagine what Mike would have did with Kyrie Irving. Kobe had Shaquille O'Neal, so Kobe had to be the one facilitating. Mike had Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what Kobe and Mike would do. You know what I'm saying? With Kyrie Irving bringing the ball up the court.
The road on 80% true shooting. Now there's also the suspension.
Who was right next to who got hit?
Well, of course it was LeBron mixed up with Draymond. Look, Draymond's hand gravitated towards LeBron's groin area. It's happening now too. I mean, we see it. We can't. I mean, we can't blame Dre for that. Okay, it's just like it's a magnet. Like it just LeBron's groin. My hand is flying through it. Anyway, also too much stuff on your feelings, on your eye test. I'm talking just stone cold facts and data. All right.
Okay, I got you with stone cold facts and data.
Okay,
so
let's do it.
LeBron James was favored 3 times going into an NBA Finals. He went 2-1 in those. He was an underdog 7 times and won 2 of those. Jordan was favored every single time. LeBron James willed teams to play in the NBA Finals that no one could ever even imagine.
In that putrid Eastern Conference, but go ahead.
All right, well, I'm not even going to touch that because the fact that he would take these players, it's LeBron.
These
LeBron
players,
effect.
those 8 guys that made.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. These players. You mean those Hall of Famers? Like here we go, y'all. Here we go. Let's make it seem like LeBron carry these players. Oh, here we go. Let's go. These players, Hall of Famers. You know, Kyrie Irving's, Anthony Davis, who was averaging more points than these players. Oh, my God, you're hilarious. Take these players. Oh, here we go. The fake carry persona, the fake carry delusion. Here we go. He just carried, huh? Here we go. Yeah, come on.
Take these
players. Bro said these players. You know what I mean?
These players. It's LeBron. It's LeBron.
Hall of Famers?
Guys that made 17 All-Star games while playing with LeBron.
Did Jordan ever win without Pippen?
Jordan had 1 All-Star that made.
Did Kobe ever win without, not Kobe, but will LeBron win without Kyrie Irving and Dwayne Wade? And we gonna keep saying it over and over again. Will Kobe win? Will LeBron James win without freaking Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, and AD? I think the freak not. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep talking about that, bro, we're gonna just keep bringing up them other ones too, bro. So it's like you keep saying that, bro. I'm tired of you keep saying that, bro. Because all we're gonna do is keep bringing up the multiple Hall of Famers you played with. It's a lose-lose battle with you, LeBron James fans. Just shut the freak up, bro. You bring up freaking Pippen, we're gonna bring up Dwayne Wade, and we're gonna bring up Kyrie Irving, and we're gonna bring up Anthony Davis. Just shut the freak up, bro.
6 All-Star appearances when playing with him. LeBron had 8 different All-Stars.
Whoever this, you know what I'm saying, Lewis dude is, I don't even freaking know you. Shut up.
17 All-Star games.
LeBron is going through top 75 players in his playoff run.
Oh, I'm glad you're trying to get into the harder competition thing.
Jordan isn't playing against Joker and Embiid and the best shooter to ever grace this earth and Kevin Durant. Like I could suit up and play in the 90s.
Yeah,
like
totally,
it's just completely different.
Totally.
The same practice facility, the same coaches, the same teammates. He won with
little midget. Look, you look like you're like 5'6".
Earth and Kevin Durant.
Your neck is like, is your neck like this a little bit?
Suit up and play in the.
You look like you're like 5'6", bro. Like you're like 5'5". You're a midget, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's just completely different.
Totally.
Jordan went to the same.
Do you see your neck? Like your neck is swished a little bit.
With so many players have rings because of LeBron, and so many don't because of LeBron.
I'll tell you.
So
it's a shame we don't have a statistic that can match an individual player in the.
There is, and I have more.
There's points.
There is more that I can give you.
Jordan isn't even top 10 in points. LeBron's got 10.
There we go, y'all. There we go with them stats. There we go with them stats. There we go. Look, keep bringing them stats, you little midget.
More.
There's points.
There is more that I can give you.
Jordan isn't even top 10 in points. LeBron's got 10,000 more points.
Oh, because he played so many more games.
Exactly, because he's the greatest athlete this.
No, he's just dragging it. He's playing and he keep getting his head beat in. You know what I mean? He's just playing for fun. The greatest athlete they ever took. No, the freak, he's not, bro. Oh my God, he's not, bro. You know what I mean? He's literally playing for fun. He getting bounced out the first round, getting belt the booty the second round. What is he playing for? He's not playing. He's playing for no reason. He's literally playing for stats. He ain't winning nothing. He ain't winning no MVPs. He shouldn't even made the All-Star this year. You know what I mean? I'm surprised bro even made the All-Star this year. You feel me? But bro,
Earth has ever seen. Nobody in the 90s could shoot, and tactics were really rudimentary and bad. And you know, the last guy.
Defense was my
I ain't
strength.
gonna lie. You look like who you look like, bro? You look like, I don't know. You look like somebody named Fred.
Shoot,
You
and
look like somebody named Frederick.
tactics were really rudimentary and bad. And you know,
I don't know. I
Defense was
don't
my
think you're. You know, I don't think you should be talking about sports. I think you should be studying biology.
no, it really
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Beating someone up is not really defense.
Well,
unfortunately.
wouldn't you admit that it's harder to score and make these highlight plays when you're getting beat up and mugged and grabbed? Wouldn't you admit that?
Well, I would.
So if
but
guys
that's-
can't touch
but
you and
Dr.
they're
Dr.
just
Naismith,
running up and down, making
Dr.
wide open
James
shots and layups, it
Naismith
looks better.
invented
Wouldn't
the
you admit that?
game for the purpose that these players would not strike each other. That was the whole purpose of the invention of the foul.
Look, he's talking like, oh my God, you know what I mean? He's talking like this biology. You know what I mean? You could just tell he don't know nothing about sports. You know what I mean? You need to go see what other chemists, you know what I mean? What liquids and get inside the liquids and the biologies, you know?
Back in
That seems like you're Phil.
18, whatever that
So
was.
if they were doing it by that intent in the 90s, then probably these guys would have looked a little more skilled and better.
That's really not what we're talking about.
Sure.
The general skill of the average player in
Yeah.
2026 for basketball is so much greater.
This is the problem with what you're talking about.
Let's hear it.
It's because it's all about your feelings and your individual eye test.
Yeah.
It is. You keep
It is.
keep stating all of these things that are not factual at all. You're
Take-
saying we all agree. We all agree. I don't agree. I disagree.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant's the most skillful player I've ever seen. He was drafted in 1996, a year before you were born, so you probably don't
What
even
about-
remember seeing him play in his peak. And then
we
he
got video.
retired.
We have
He
video.
popped his Achilles in 2013. So we don't agree.
have
Furthermore, how was the gameplay in the 1960s?
Actually, I think I'm rather qualified to answer that question because I worked on the Bill Russell legend documentary. It's on Netflix now.
Okay.
So I've watched a huge amount of that era.
Okay.
And how did Wilt Chamberlain play? He was like Omega Wemby, who was 300 pounds, and he kind of just said, throw me the ball and I'll just jump up and dunk it.
So you would admit that Bill Russell was an elite player.
Absolutely. He's in the top 5 or 6 of all-time players.
So Wilt Chamberlain was in an era with him.
Yes.
And yet people like you in revisionism will say, oh, well, he was just playing against 6'6" guys that couldn't defend him, and that's why he was so great. He was playing in an era with Bill Russell. So that's an obvious fallacy. But my point here is, so the problem is with you saying the 90s stink is like everybody's eye tests are different. They see different things. They've experienced and lived through different things.
But
So
we
I
have
don't
a
want to
quality
talk
of
about.
play.
So I don't
We
want to
have- we
talk
have an
about.
understanding
I don't
of-
want to talk
when
about your
people run
feelings
offense.
or your eye test. I'm talking about
No,
specific
we're talk-
measurable things.
Well,
so do you
how
want?
about
Do
the
you
guy
care?
that we're talking
do you
about
care?
just
Do you
is the
care
gunner on his
answering?
team, and all he does is shoot. The entire team is functioning. That, hey, everyone, get out of Michael Jordan's way so he can shoot 25 or 28 or 32 times.
So what you're saying is he's not efficient.
Yes, he's the volume god.
I understand.
And that's
I
how in
understand.
15 years or
I
whatever it
understand.
was,
So-
including the 2 where he just was doing absolutely nothing and embarrassing himself at the end of his career and like falling over.
Embarrassing himself. LeBron is literally embarrassing himself, getting his head beaten over and over and over again. And please, let's not try to lie about Michael Jordan's career about the 40. You know, one thing that's funny to me is that, you know, they love trying to say that LeBron James, nobody did this at the age of 40. Well, Michael Jordan at the Wizards was averaging the same amount of points that LeBron's averaging at 40. 40-year-old Michael Jordan actually is averaging the same amount of points that LeBron James is averaging right now. You know what I mean? So that lie about Michael Jordan wasn't good. Michael Jordan played for the Wizards. You have Luka Doncic on your team. Michael Jordan was still, that's the funny thing about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan still was the number 1 player the whole time. Your GOAT is the number 3 option. You know what I mean? That's the funny thing about it. Michael Jordan never been a 3rd option in his life. You know, Kobe Bryant, even Kobe Bryant being older in his later years, never was a third option. But that motherfucker is. You're a third option, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you play on a way freaking, you think LeBron James would have carried the Wizards? You would have did something with the Wizards? But that's for the only reason you're going to the freaking playoffs is because of who you got on your team, bro. Your team is finishing third in the Western Conference, bro. You have Luka Doncic on your team. Before Luka Doncic, you had Anthony Davis, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who did Michael Jordan play with like that at the end of his career? And if Michael Jordan did not blow out his knee, the Wizards would have made the freaking playoffs, bro. That year, he blew out his knee. Michael Jordan got injured, bro. And that's what you don't want to understand. Michael Jordan was hooping that year, bro. He got injured, bro. Blew out his dang knee. And the Wizards, they make the freaking playoffs. So that jump be making me freaking sick when you LeBron James fans keep lying, talk about nobody's ever did this at the age of 40. In reality, Michael Jordan did that at the age of freaking 40. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan averaged 20 points at the age of freaking 40. Their freaking stats are literally identical. But here you go bringing up, oh, he's flying through the air. You know what I mean? But we're literally talking about somebody doing this at the age of 40. You know what I mean? What the frick are you talking about? Mike literally did that at the age of 40. You don't believe me? Go look it up. Michael Jordan's stats, you know what I mean, when he played for the Wizards. Literally identical to LeBron James stats. But, bro, you freaking delusional, bro. Y'all LeBron James fans be trying to, see, why we don't like you LeBron James fans is because you be trying to make it seem like we never seen anybody like him, and we seen plenty of people like him. Seen Kobe Bryant like him. Kobe Bryant is better to me than than LeBron James. Larry Bird is better to me than LeBron James. Magic Johnson is better to me. Bro, LeBron James stole Magic Johnson's whole flow. People love talking about how Kobe stole Michael Jordan's flow. Go look up Magic Johnson, bro. You gonna see LeBron James, bro. You know, that little back down that LeBron James be doing, and then he be going to the other side and all that. He stay doing that little backing down and then go to the other side. He got that from Magic Johnson, bro. He's more like Magic Johnson than any player. He stole Magic Johnson's flow. Go look at Magic Johnson play. You're going to see LeBron James. That little backing down stuff, he got that from Magic. You know what I'm saying? Literally. You know what I mean? But you love trying to talk about Kobe and Mike. Now let's start talking about Magic and LeBron James, how he stole that man flow. You know what I mean? So please stop it, bro. Y'all LeBron James fans, bro. You just be trying to make it seem like he's just this player we never seen before. Bro, I've seen 4 other players, in my opinion, better than LeBron James, bro. He's not the best player I've ever seen, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally a Lakers fan. I've seen Kobe Bryant, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at all when I see LeBron James, bro. Top 5 GOAT, bro. Okay. But, bro, somebody going to be better than LeBron James. Somebody, they're going to say somebody in this era is better than LeBron James, bro. He's just going to be like Mike, bro. He's just going to be like Kobe, bro. They making it seem like, oh, LeBron James is just going to be this. He's not going to be forgotten about. Bro, telling you, bro, he not MJ, bro. That is the reality, bro. That's a sad reality. LeBron James will never be MJ. This man is still trying to catch MJ, bro. Retire, bro. You know what I mean? You still trying to catch MJ. I got an opinion, bro, and this probably won't like it. I feel like Curry gonna get his 5th ring before LeBron James. I feel like Curry probably get the 5th before LeBron James, but Curry not gonna be on the Warriors, bro. Curry gonna score off the lot to somebody else. I'm telling y'all, watch.
For getting dunked on.
Curry is not finishing his career with the Warriors. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all, bro. Curry not finishing his career with the Warriors.
Okay. Young men with athleticism.
Okay.
He gonna leave, bro.
He's just running it up.
He gonna leave.
I don't understand what we're talking about here.
Okay, I understand.
And people don't want to admit it, bro, but Curry is better than LeBron right now. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to admit it right now, bro. Curry better than LeBron right now. I'm a homo. Right now, I will take Curry over LeBron. On my mother. That's what I'm saying. Curry is more of a threat right now than LeBron James. Curry is still the number 1 option on this team. LeBron is not. LeBron is a 3rd option, bro. Curry's still the number 1. Curry still got to freaking drop dang near 30-some points for his team to even be qualified to win. With LeBron James, we was winning without LeBron, bro. We were literally 10-5. I think 10-5 without LeBron. The Warriors cannot win without Curry, bro. They can't win without Curry. You know what I'm saying? Without Curry, they suck. Without LeBron James, we were still winning. We were still winning. And that's the first thing they're going to say. I mean, LeBron James is 41. Curry is literally 38. What are you talking about? Curry is 38, bro. What are you talking about, bro? He dang near 40. Motherfucker 38. And still the number 1 option. What are you talking about? Shut the freak up.
What does he do better than LeBron? Let's talk about
Curry 38, 39, 40, 41. 3 years younger. He's 38 years old. What are you talking about? It's still the number 1 option. So what is it, bro? Being 41 and being the 3rd option, or being 38 and still being the number 1 option? And he made the All-Star team this year and still was an All-Star starter. You know what I mean? Still All-Star starter. You know what I'm saying? What is it right now? What is it? Curry at 38? We're talking about right now. And LeBron gonna try to LeBron at 38 better than Curry now. We're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about right now. And the thing is, I know it's sad to say, but it's crazy. You keep talking about Mike and freaking LeBron. Bro, you got people that literally think Curry better than LeBron, bro. You got people that literally think that, bro. That LeBron James and that Curry debate is really hot. It's really, really being talked about that you don't see. So you keep talking about MJ. You better worry about Curry. F MJ, because you're not better than MJ. You're not passing MJ. You better worry about little boy Curry. I'm telling you, Curry trying to catch you, bro. Curry wants that fifth one.
Or defend, win.
No.
Okay,
no.
But wait a second here.
No,
can I answer anything that you just said?
Can he answer you, little Frederick?
I can't even get a word in edgewise here. Look.
He said if Curry win another one, it might get hot. It's already hot.
What he scored in an era where
Curry win another one,
game was substantially lower than it is right now. That's one. But you're talking about efficiency. Fine. Hey, I'm with you. Let's talk efficiency. Yeah. Player efficiency rating, which measures. Absolutely. Let's talk BPM, PER. Efficiency metrics. You're saying Jordan was a gunner. He was inefficient. LeBron's more efficient. So why is it that, riddle me this, why is it that in all of LeBron James,
he said what?
Is it that efficiency metrics? You're saying Jordan was a gunner. He was inefficient. LeBron's more efficient. So why is it that, riddle me this, why is it that in all of LeBron James's peak, he never once eclipsed Michael Jordan in regular season PER or BPM, never once eclipsed Jordan in playoff PER or BPM. And guess what? Nikola Jokic is number one in those things now. So Jokic was able to do it. LeBron wasn't.
You know, from the moment that LeBron stepped on the scene, there's been just gentlemen like yourself who this is the key topic of conversation. We all talk about the scandalous person, scandal-less, this person who is fantastic and like has all these attributes to him. He's under a microscope, so he understands that if he goes out there and he shoots 32 or 35 times, like
here we go,
the GOAT,
here we go,
or whatever it is, he would just say, look at this guy. Doesn't he know he has teammates? Doesn't he know this, that, and the third? He's a selfish. You know, anything LeBron would do, they would do the opposite.
Because he was afraid to take those shots.
An open shot
because he choked unequivocally in the biggest moments with those shots.
6'9" flying tank's gonna drive through the air and dunk on someone. Does that mean he's afraid of you? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, choke artist when it matters.
This is why he has the most buzzer beaters in history, the most clutch shots to go ahead in the last 30 seconds, last 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 5 seconds.
He is the antithesis of clutch when it matters, and we're going to talk about that at some point.
Yeah, no cap. Bron is terrible at clutch moments, and I'm telling y'all that as a Lakers fan, that man is terrible. I get scared when LeBron James has the ball. I cannot tell you how many times LeBron James sold us at the end of the game. LeBron James is terrible at clutch moments. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Terrible. Can't tell you how many times bro done folded, bro, with my legs. Oh my God.
Okay, welcome me here. I think about NBA history. Okay. It's like a story, right? Mm-hmm. And when you're telling the story of the NBA, the modern NBA, right? Yeah. 21st century.
Right.
What teams are you spending the most time talking about, right? What dynasties propped up in the 21st century?
Well, the Bulls are the
Pistons,
greatest dynasty
Celtics.
in modern era.
Okay, all right.
Post 1976 ABA-NBA merger, the Bulls are the greatest dynasty.
There's an organization known as the San Antonio Spurs, and the only time
he had the Miami Heat. He actually had. So they had Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, but he had Mario Chalmers. You know what I'm saying? Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. You know, Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? He still had a team as well. So. We're not going to act like they wasn't evenly matched, you know what I'm saying?
Loss during the Tim Duncan window was to a LeBron James-led team. You want to talk about the Golden State Warriors, who almost had the perfect...
They also lost twice.
Okay, but Tim Duncan's only finals loss came to LeBron James.
Okay.
And then you want to talk about...
But he beat him 2 times out of 3.
Great, but I'm just saying, if there is any argument there's a chink in their armor, LeBron James was the reason for that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you want to talk about the Golden State Warriors.
Like, what the freak? Like, that's what I'm saying. White boy cooking, boy.
Okay. And then you want to talk about...
But he beat him 2 times out of 3.
Great, but I'm just saying, if there is any argument there's a chink in their armor, LeBron James was the reason for that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you want to talk about the Golden State Warriors, who almost had the perfect season. LeBron James is the reason they didn't.
Curry beat him 3 times out of 4 in the finals.
But when he lost, it was coming off of the greatest regular season.
But he got switched the booties 3 out of 4 times in the finals. You keep talking about his wins, but you ain't talking about them switch the booties. See, that's what LeBron James fans stay doing. You want to talk about the wins, but you see when you kept talking about the San Antonio, you brought about when he beat Tim Duncan, but you don't want to bring up what Tim Duncan put that switch the booty on him. So you want to talk about how he beat Curry, but you don't want to talk about Curry put that switch the booty on him, though. You see what I'm saying? LeBron James fans only focus on the wins, but they don't focus on the switch the booties. Okay, you want to talk about the wins? Let's talk about them switches. I leave one word. Switches. Let's talk about the switches. No, we can't praise the wins and ignore the switches.
Right? A unanimous MVP. Historic season. That story didn't end well because LeBron James had a different ending, right? You want to talk about the Boston Celtics? LeBron James put a knife in the heart of the Boston Celtics dynasty on their last legs and made sure to send Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce packing to Brooklyn, right? LeBron James keeps showing up in competition with these great teams, these great Hall of Fame players, and ending their hopes. I told you that we're writing a story. When you write the story of NBA history, I'm not spending a lot of pages on the Barkley sons. I'm not spending a lot of pages on the Sean Kemp, Gary Payton.
Do you know why?
Wait. I'm not done.
Because Jordan beat them all.
I'm not done. I'm not spending a lot of pages on the Karl Malone and Stockton Jazz, but I am spending a lot of pages on the San Antonio Spurs, who LeBron beat. I'm spending a lot of pages talking about Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, who LeBron beat. I'm spending a lot of pages talking about all these Hall of Famers, and LeBron has beat them.
How many times in Michael Jordan's career playoffs did he play either the MVP of the NBA or a year that he won the MVP, the runner-up to himself?
Would any of those players who were MVP or runner-up be better than Tim Duncan all time, or Stephen Curry all time, or Kevin Durant all time?
Here's the problem.
Because I'm not putting Barkley above those guys. I'm not putting those guys above them.
Karl Malone is the third all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
That has never mattered more.
Hold on. He's the third all-time leading scorer in NBA history. He in 3 straight years he went MVP.
That don't matter, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to Karl Malone, but that matters when it comes to LeBron James. Y'all see that, y'all? Karl Malone being the third, you know, but that don't matter because it's Karl Malone. But when it comes to LeBron James, we praise LeBron James for stats, but when it comes to Karl Malone, it doesn't matter. Hey, LeBron James fans be funny, boy.
Time leading scorer in NBA history.
That has never mattered more.
Look, there's never mattered more, but it's all you talk about when it comes to LeBron James. It's all you talk about, stats. But when it comes to Karl Malone, that doesn't matter.
He's the third all-time leading scorer in NBA history. He in 3 straight years he went MVP, runner-up to Jordan MVP, MVP. He averages 25 and 10 for a 19-year career.
He also had playoff efficiency drops.
If he won championships, he would be a top 10 to top 12 player if he won championships.
That's if, though.
He didn't because Jordan didn't let it happen.
Okay.
He didn't eat on Jordan's watch.
Okay.
That's the point. Like, these people's legacies are inflated in some degree because they're getting rings on LeBron's watch. Jordan didn't let that happen.
Jordan also didn't play for a quarter of a century, right? You want to talk about All-NBA.
But he's only won 4 in a quarter of a century.
You mentioned All-NBA. LeBron has the most All-NBA first teams of any player ever, right? I think another angle on the competition, LeBron is also competing with Father Time, and he's giving him some blows because you talk about LeBron James.
Is this about his competition?
Well, you're talking about All-NBA as a metric of greatness. That I'm gonna flip that around on you because LeBron has made All-NBA more than anyone. He is the youngest player to ever make an All-NBA team. He is the oldest player to make an All-NBA team. He has done things throughout.
LeBron James played more seasons than, and that's what I'm talking about. It goes to the All-NBA because LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, played more seasons than, you know, everybody. You know what I mean? You got to understand, LeBron James came straight out of high school. Michael Jordan spent 4 years in college. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to Kobe Bryant came straight out of high school, but Kobe Bryant sat. You know, he wasn't a starter his first few years. So you got to put that in account too when we talking about All-NBA. LeBron James came out of high school straight starting. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't because Kobe wasn't good enough, because he had a trash coach. You know what I mean? So it's like when y'all talk about stuff like that, you gotta put that in perspective too, that he played more seasons than LeBron, than Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant and and Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan only played 14 seasons to LeBron's 23. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, think about that. So if Mike wouldn't have retired, bro, Mike dead for real would be like at 10 rings. I dead for real feel like. If Mike didn't retire, bro, Mike would be the all-time leading scorer, everything in points. LeBron wouldn't even like be able to even bro, LeBron would play till he's 45. You know what I mean? Mike retired 2 times, chat. 2 times, y'all. Not 1, but 2 times. And they love trying to bring up all NBA teams. And they love trying to bring up stats. Like Michael Jordan ain't retired 2 times. Michael Jordan retired 2 times and still have more rings than you. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan retired 2 times and still have more MVP. You see what I'm saying? He retired 2 times. 2 times and you still can't catch up to him. You've been playing consistently for 23 straight years. So imagine if Mike did not retire 2 times. Imagine how higher Mike would be on the scoring list. Imagine how higher he would be on the All-NBA. Look at how close this is. And you played how many more seasons? And look at this. You got 3 more All-NBA first teams than Michael Jordan. You played 23 seasons and he played 14. But LeBron James is the GOAT. get the freak out of here. That don't even make sense. So Michael Jordan played 23 seasons. How do you think Michael Jordan's stats will look? How do you think if Kobe Bryant came in the league playing like LeBron James, how do you think Kobe Bryant's stats would look? It took him so long to surpass Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Kobe played 20 seasons to LeBron's 23. And Kobe did not start his first few seasons. He was a bench player. So imagine if you got to take all that into consideration. That's all I be saying, bro. So that junk doesn't matter when we start talking about GOAT debates. It doesn't matter, bro. All the all-NBA teams, all the points and all that. Yeah, LeBron James fans can't say nothing now. You know what I mean? I just shut them up with that statement. They can't say nothing now. What you gonna say? Oh, man, that's their problem. You cannot accept the reality. That's just a reality, bro. Just a reality. You cannot bring up all NBA teams. You can't bring up stats, bro, when we talking about GOAT debates, when it comes to MJs, when it comes to Larry Birds, when it comes to Magic, I honestly believe if Magic ain't retired, Magic honestly will be second of all time. That man in 13 seasons, y'all. Magic was still at his peak. He had to quit because he had AIDS. He had 3 MVPs and 5 NBA championships in the span of 13 seasons. And LeBron got 4 MVPs and 4 NBA championships in the span of 23? You played 10 more seasons than Magic Johnson, and you barely... Oh, my God.
All NBA team. He is the oldest player to make an All-NBA
Come on,
team.
bro.
He has done things
23
his career.
seasons?
We always talk about, oh, this guy was ahead of his time.
Still?
This guy, if his game was a year earlier or a decade earlier, LeBron has shown that. LeBron has played across all these different iterations of the NBA. He's played in the dead ball era in the 2000s. He's played in the pace and space era. He's played in the small ball era. He is still playing. A couple weeks ago, he played against the Houston Rockets at 41 and was the most impactful player in the series.
He definitely was not the most impactful player in the series. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Luke Kennard. If it wasn't for Luke Kennard, we would have lost 2 games. If it wasn't for Luke Kennard, we would have lost. We would have lost that series, bro. Luke Kennard dropped 20 points 2 games. Same thing for Marcus Smart. Luke Kennard outscored LeBron James 2 times, bro. What are we talking about? Luke Kennard outscored LeBron James 1 time, and then Marcus Smart outscored LeBron James. What are you saying, bro? Luke Kennard ain't had him 2 games. We lose, bro. We was supposed to lose game 3. I think it was either game 3 or game 2. You know what I'm saying? Well, freaking Houston Rockets sold the game. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't sell that game, bro, if Barry Smith don't throw that ball away, we lose. So if Luke Kennard played how Luke Kennard played later in the playoffs, oh, we lose for sure. So he was not the most. No, he wasn't.
So if you want to talk about competing, LeBron is competing with conventional wisdom of
Then
what
he got
greatness looks like, and he's winning that conversation.
Second round.
Listen, if you want to talk about elite, right? And
like he didn't even cook. Like everybody talking about, he literally said nothing. Like these LeBron James fans are delusional. He said nothing. He didn't say nothing. He said nothing. He didn't do anything.
We'll talk about longevity in a bit.
Sure.
But
he didn't cook.
LeBron
You see this little stupid
has
motherfucker?
won his last MVP.
He didn't do nothing.
He was last designated. Hold on. He was last designated All-NBA defense at 29.
Okay.
He's been All-NBA Selection 1 team once since 33. Jordan.
How was LeBron the most impactful player on the Lakers? Tell me. If you're getting outscored by Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart, how are you the most impactful player? I realize you got the assist and all that. Okay, cool. But we're talking about points. Assists can only matter for so long. You know what I mean? That can only matter for so long. But you're getting outscored by Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard, and yet you're the most impactful player in the series. You know what I mean? Please tell me. Tell me. How are you the most impactful player when you're getting outscored by Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart? How? Y'all just talking, bro. You just talking.
Think about what you just said.
Hold on.
33.
Hey, you gotta let him talk. I'm trying to see who you look like.
Once since 33. Jordan at...
Think about what you just said.
Hold on.
33.
Hold on. In his last year, Michael Jordan, before he retired 3 years and came back at like 40 to play with the Wizards.
Which we pretend doesn't happen.
No, we can talk about those if you want.
Okay.
But in his last year,
don't pretend.
he was 34 at the beginning of the year, turned 35 in February, 35 the second half of the year. Jordan was All-NBA 1, All-NBA Defense 1, MVP 1, DPOY 4, MVP of the Finals, champion.
Great.
So LeBron James his longevity pretty overrated in my estimation because Jordan was more peaked later than LeBron James was.
You know, Michael Jordan, we talk about killer instinct. LeBron has killer instinct too, because LeBron continues adding to his game so he can adapt and play in the modern era. He's not just sticking around taking threes in the corner like he could be doing. He's 41 years old, giving you 21, 7, and 7, outplaying lottery picks and high draft picks in the playoffs in the Houston Rockets.
I mean, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that when you're the third option. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like,
Sengun and all those guys. LeBron doing that is a testament to him being willing to adapt and evolve so he can be impactful as the first option, second option, or third option. Whatever the Lakers need him to do, he's still doing it because he can still do it, and no one else has ever done that.
That was a terrific soliloquy. It really was.
First of all, you're a beautiful man. I understand why it's hard to argue. I mean, your jawline is Hollywood. These lights are really.
Don't cut this.
It's good lighting.
Go ahead.
I mean, you get pissed over there. You get up here. You're like, oh shit! Just don't look at me in the eyes. You know.
Don't you cut this. Don't you cut that out.
The Jordan playing better competition.
I told y'all, when it comes to Caucasians, they say some things that I just like, you know what I mean? Like everybody think it's funny, but are you a booty buster? You know what I'm saying? That's all I think of. Like, are you a booty buster? Like that's not funny to me. You know what I'm saying? I've never in my life ever called a dude cute in my life. You know what I mean? Dude, you're so cute, by the way. Like I'm like, and then they're laughing. I'm like, it's not funny. You know, the way white people joke, man, is just kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way y'all joke it's kind of weird. Your jawline, you get up and you're like, whoa, man. They're like, are you a booty buster?
I mean, you asked Jordan in The Last Dance, he laughs at all of his competition. He said, oh, these guys are freaking bums. He never had to play the Kevin Durant Warriors. They were an NBA cheat code. You had a 73-win
I think he is a booty buster.
And then you added Kevin Durant. I mean, that team beats any team in NBA history.
The 2018 playoffs, the second year they were together, that they ran LeBron off in 4 games, 4-0 sweep. What if I were to tell you?
Yeah, I don't really want to watch you, bro.
In the Western Conference Finals, we were talking off camera before the show started about what a loser James Harden is. What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to watch you.
LeBron, some of, and he did Jordan's peak.
But yeah, anyways, man, that right there is part 1. I ain't gonna lie, like, no, I don't want to watch booty busters. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. It's just like what you said right there. Can we kick him out the building, please? You know what I mean? Part 2, I don't want to see him in the building. You know what I mean? But yeah, that kind of just threw me off what you said right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, like I said, it's one thing about the booty busters. They just always want to come in, like, inside, you know what I'm saying, what we're doing. Here we go with y'all little freaking, I told you, a lot of y'all freaking, what? Pause, Jay, pause. That's exactly what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even talking about that, you know what I'm saying? But you being, you know what I'm saying, your mind being corrupt, I already know how you are. You know what I'm saying? You're still watching pornography, you know what I'm saying? You're still a masturbator, you know what I mean? So your mind is filled with lust. You're a lustful, you know what I mean? You're a lustful addict. You know what I mean? So your mind is just screwed up. You feel me? So all you think is just lust. I mean, we can, like, say things, you know what I'm saying? In this generation, we can't even eat hot dogs anymore. Pause, dude, pause. You know what I mean? Pause. Can't even eat a hot dog, bro. You know what I mean? I miss back then, you could just eat a hot dog. I still eat hot dogs. You know what I mean? But these little low down freaking goofies, you know what I'm saying? You see him right there? Yeah, pause. You see what I'm saying? Look at him. You feel me? But one thing that these booty busters love doing is love invading, you know what I mean? And what we're doing. You know what I mean? We don't go where y'all at, but y'all love coming where we at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what you said didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Why you coming, like, saying that? You know, we're talking about basketball. You talking about he's cute. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why y'all always gotta invade us? You know what I mean? Like, leave us the freak alone, bro. We don't come over there, y'all booty busters. So why booty busters always trying to come over here? You know what I'm saying? So it just pisses me off. They're always trying to make their way in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, leave us alone, bro. You know what I mean? But anyways, I appreciate everybody, man, for, you know, like I said, we're not, do y'all want me to do the college football road to glory? You know what I'm saying? Like, he dropped the road to glory vid. We could do a college football road to glory. Man, one of y'all want that road to glory. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, chat. I can't see. Now, I mean, spam one of y'all want that road to glory. You know what I'm saying?